In the town of Cogsworth, where every clock ticked with a purpose, lived a girl named Elara. Her workshop was a glorious mess of wires, cogs, and inventions, each a testament to her clever mind and kind heart. Elara wasn't building just for fun. She was building to help. Her best friend was a small metallic bird she had built herself, named Cogsworth, who perched on her shoulder. One morning, Elara and Cogsworth looked out her window and saw the town square. The grand fountain, once a sparkling centerpiece, was now a silent, rusty monument. The flowers in the gardens drooped, thirsty and sad. Elara saw a kind gardener named Beatrice kneeling by a flower bed, her shoulders slumped in disappointment. Elara walked over to Beatrice, who sadly held a wilted rose. "I've tried everything," Beatrice said, her voice soft. "Without the fountain, the flowers have no water." Back in her workshop, Elara's mind whirred with ideas. She sketched and scribbled, her pencil flying across the page. "It needs to be clever," she murmured to Cogsworth, "and it needs to be kind." For days, the workshop was a symphony of clinking metal and soft whirs. Elara soldered circuits and polished tiny gears, working from sunrise to sunset. Finally, the first machine was complete, big and clunky, with a large funnel on top. But instead of humming to life, it groaned, tipped over, and lay still. A tear welled in her eye, but then she felt a gentle nudge on her hand. Cogsworth chirped softly, his flight reminding her of the wilting flowers. Giving up wasn't an option. She would build a tiny robot, one that moved with the grace of a hummingbird, to collect dew from the leaves. For days, the workshop was a symphony of delicate clicks and soft whirs. Elara carefully soldered tiny circuits and polished miniature gears. She added a small, shiny solar panel to its back, thinking more power and more purpose. Finally, the hydro hummer was complete. It wobbled for a moment, then its tiny wings began to whir, and it hovered in the air. The hydro hummer zipped around the workshop, collecting droplets of water and releasing a fine mist. Elara and Cogsworth watched, their hearts filled with pride. Elara carried the little robot carefully to the town square, where the sun was beginning to set, casting a golden light. The hydro hummer zipped from leaf to leaf, collecting dew and releasing a fine mist. Slowly, one by one, the flowers began to lift their heads. The next morning, the townspeople gathered in the square. The flowers were blooming, and the air was filled with a sweet, floral scent. The hydro hummer zipped toward the silent fountain, depositing the collected dew into the basin, a steady stream of tiny droplets. Elara had secretly added a solar-powered pump to the fountain's base. As the water level rose, the pump sputtered to life, and the fountain began to flow again. A cheer erupted from the townspeople. The fountain was now a sparkling centerpiece, its water dancing in the sunlight. Elara watched from a distance, a quiet smile on her face. Her invention had worked, and she knew that helping others was the greatest invention of all.